Now, Simon Cowell is omnipresent this week as the Britain's Got Talent semi-finals are well underway ahead of Saturday's big final. However, it seems that despite his huge success and reported millions in the bank, everyone's favourite TV judge is more Simon Scowl than Simon Cowell. In a recent interview, he revealed that he suffers quite badly from dark moods that make him want to spend days alone. Nothing in particular brings it on, he says. You can be having the best time of your life, yet you're utterly and totally miserable. So how easily can we snap out of a bad mood?
Well, he needs a good slap, I think. all that money is like,
yeah,
but...
You know, if you're one of those people who is, what's the word, vulnerable to those kind of things coming on you, it doesn't matter how much money in the bank you've got.
It really must be awful to suffer from that, actually, because if I get a little bit moody, which I often do a certain week out there, where I could eat children raw, basically. I mean, I'm evil. And Ed always says to me, just step away from the knife now, you know. But my mother, she sort of says, pull yourself together. So I've got like this conscience, because I live with my mum, I don't know if anybody knows that. And, you know, she is my stop it.
Right.
So she still thinks I'm 12.
But if your mum's not there, can you say to yourself,
well,
stop being miserable?
I think sometimes it's nice to sort of have your mood and then you realise you snap out of it yourself, and I usually know it's my hormones, because I'm pretty sort of level mainly, but yeah, you sort of give yourself a good talking to, don't you? Do you?
Yeah.
Is it just
no,
me?
I do.
You wallow sometimes.
Yeah. I'm not really moody, to be honest with you.
You're not?
No, it wears me out a little bit. It takes too much effort.
You can't be bothered, can you?
No, I really can't be bothered. So, like Jane, if it does happen, I know why it's happening, and then I will say to everyone, look, it's happening. I'm a bit irritable today, boys, so go away.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's that time. But other than that, and then if I do get, if I have days where I think, oh, I'm a little bit fed up today, I can snap myself out of it.
How do you do that?
Well, just by saying stop being miserable, cow. You know, because it wears me out and it's not fun and no one really wants to be around you.
No, that's true.
And also, I can be snapped out of it easily by somebody making me laugh. So, and the boys and the kids make me laugh anyway, and the way they react to me being moody makes me laugh because they're just so sarcastic, and that makes me laugh. No, they don't take me seriously.
Do you know, I find that sometimes if I try and if there is a bad mood coming on and there's a reason, you know, a reasonable reason for it, if I try and not deal with it, it just kind of lurks around the edges. Yeah. So sometimes it's better I just have a bit of a wallow.
Oh, wallow's good.
A bit of a wallow for a day.
But as long as you're on your own wallowing.
Yeah.
Because it's really annoying for people to wallow with you.
If I go past the day, David usually says you're being a bit of a drag. Which is sort of a good... You think, oh, I've had a good wallow, I feel...
But I think what we're talking about is different to what, for instance, Simon Cowell's talking about, because some people do have these black moods with no control. Ray used to have them when we first met, and for 2 years... they weren't like every week, but maybe once every few months. And I mean... a total black mood for no reason whatsoever. He'd get up and just not be speaking and wouldn't speak for 5 days. And when I first met him, I'd spend the whole 5 days, you all right, what's up, what's up? Used to drive me insane. And now, I mean, he hasn't had one now for about 2 years, but if the last one he had, I just thought, he's just having one of those moods, just leave him alone.
You know how to handle it.
And he would come out of it, because it does wind me up. It made me realise that I could never be his counsellor, because I'd batter him.
Probably wouldn't help.
It's worse when you talk to someone and then, what's up? Nothing. And you think, no, there really is something.
I don't think I've ever had one of those, like real black, dark
you've no
moods.
idea.
No,
and it must be horrendous to suffer with that and not know why. And you know,
I get a bit grumpy sometimes.
No. Really?
Yeah. And a little bit
shock on everyone's face.
And a little bit, you know, annoyed with.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing is, I think that it was one of the only things that I miss about, you know, being on my own a lot, because it's okay to be in a bad mood if there's nobody else around. But it's just a bit mean if there's somebody else there, especially if there's only one person there, because you do end up taking it out on that poor person.
We're talking not anybody in particular here.
Well, you know, it's poor Mark. Yeah, you know, I've got a bit grumpy the last few days, and I knew I was getting a bit moody. And I was really fighting it, you know, because I don't like being in a bad mood either. You know, I do genuinely think life is too short to sit around moping when there isn't really anything wrong. But, you know, poor bloke, he got up on Saturday morning. He just got up.
That was just got up. That's where he went wrong.
He just walked up the stairs. I went, what are you doing up? And he just went back downstairs and went back to bed. And then I felt really bad and really, you know, awful. So I just said, look, I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm mad and I'm sick, so just take no notice. And he doesn't, so it's fine. But yeah, it's all right to be in.
You need to buy him a new ring.
No, I'm not buying him a new ring. He doesn't want one.